ship and take a walk. Take any guitar and start your own band. Here you can sing, here you can talk, here you can say whatever you want. Here you can stay, become a mutant, just try to be nice. For hate there is no space, don't skate on thin ice. You better not run that race. The race of the trolls, the race of the hate. I will show you the rules. Don't hate but create. You are landing on Cryptex land. Get off the ship and take a walk. Take any guitar and start your own band. Here you can sing, here you can talk, here you can say whatever you want. Here you can stay, become a mutant, just try to be nice. For hate there is no space, don't skate on thin ice. You better not run that race. The race of the trolls, the race of the hate. I will show you the rules. Don't hate, but create. The race of the trolls, the race of the hate. I will show you the rules. Don't hate, but create.
Hello guys, how are you? I hope my sound is good tonight. I can see Mar here in the chat and also Luis Cuevas. How are you? How are you, Luis? Thank you for stopping here to say hello. Today we're gonna talk we're gonna continue talking about the case of Jack and Lilly Sullivan. 4 and 6 year old children that are still missing since almost 1 month. Today is day 26. They were reported missing on May the 1st, 2025. So what is important today is that there was a statement made by the RCPM, it's the Royal Canadian Mountain Police. I'm gonna just share my screen here to show the source of that information. Remember that at the beginning of the case, the last sighting of the children was 3 days ago, 3 days before the day the guys were reported missing. So that was in April 29. It was the bus driver of the school of the children who was the last person that actually saw the children alive before the children were being reported missing. But today we have a new development. I'm just gonna share my screen here, guys. Give me just 1 second. I know I'm kind of slow here. So we have this statement from the Royal Canadian Mountain Police. On May 1st, 2025, meaning the day before the children were reported missing, they say that in the afternoon, Lily and Jack, they were seen in public with family members near Lansdowne Station. Lansdowne Station is the town where the family was living. As you can see here, this is like in the middle of nowhere. Actually, this town is the population is 450 people. Like it's nothing. There's a lot of wooden area. There's it's like in the middle of nowhere actually. So this changed the whole story, the whole situation, because there was a lot of speculation before, because the gap before the last day the children were being signed was April 29, and the day of the disappearance officially was May the 1st. So there were like 3 days in between. That gives a lot of food for speculation, because people say, okay, if something happened to the children, their parents or someone else, they had 3 days in between to move the children. If the children were dead, they had 3 days to move the bodies, if that was the case. But now that gap is reduced, so we are talking about maybe 12 hours, something like that, because the last sighting was confirmed by law enforcement to be done to happen the day before in the afternoon. So this is a really important development that changed the whole situation. They don't say who was the family member that was with the children on May 1st, the day before. Sorry, I did a mistake earlier. They were reported missing on May 2, 2025, and the day before was May the 1st, and that changes the whole story here, guys. Mar, I saw that the biological dad aunt made a statement. I didn't see that. What did she say, Mar? Can you comment in the chat? I don't know. They were seen on Thursday. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind. Yeah, exactly. You're correct. So they were reported missing on Friday, May the 2nd, but they were seen on the day before, which is May 1st, Thursday afternoon. They were with a family member. We don't know yet who is the family member. It's weird because when the stepdad was interviewed, he said that the children were at home the day before. So I don't know if that's just a mistake he made, or he's trying to hide some information or something, because of course the children, they were not at home the day before. But maybe what he was trying to say is that the children were with the parents. I don't know, just trying to give him some type of benefit of doubt. But this is weird. It's not the same to say that the children were at home, and now the police is saying that the children were observed in public with a family member. So I don't know. This is a fine line there. I don't know, what do you think about that? Also, police is asking for footage, any dashcam video that the public can supply to law enforcement since some days before the reported disappearance. So I think that law enforcement is onto something, but it's interesting. This is a new development. This changes the whole situation. So I don't know. I want also to correct some wrong information I supplied in my last streaming. For some reason, I understood that the boots of the children were found next to the sliding door but that's not the case. According to the stepdad, the children, they took their boots to go outside. So sorry for that. So in that case, if the children were walking in the forest or something like that, they had their boots according to the stepdad. So they were not like walking on bare feet or barefoot. I don't know what's the correct word here. So to correct that, I gave a misinformation. I misunderstood that part. So I want to correct that tonight. The new development, I don't know if it's playing well for the family or it's the opposite. Because of course, if the gap between the last sighting and the day the children were reported missing changes from 3 days to just one day, there's no, they would have just a couple of hours to move the children to, so it's not the same thing. When we change from 3 days to just one day, that's in my opinion is going to play in favor of the family. So another weird thing that I learned today is that law enforcement said that they are still open to any possibility, which is what we should expect. But at the beginning of the case, they said that there was no evidence of abduction. And they said that just a couple of days after the disappearance of the children. And to me, that was kind of wild. How can you say that there was no evidence of abduction so early? The only thing I can think about is that they had some evidence of the children being dead, or I don't understand how police or how law enforcement said that there was no evidence of abduction. To me, it's a little bit wild. But today, they are saying that they are open to any possibility. So abduction is still on the table, of course. I'm just going to read a couple of comments here. Michelle. Marisette. Hey, Anna, thank you. I saw your email, but I couldn't watch that video. Sorry for that. So, YouTube channel, it's a crime in shame, has a connection to a family member. I think from the biodad side of the family, his mom, I think. Interesting. And what did they say about the case? Can you comment in the chat, Annalisa, please? Thank you. So Mar, she said that she thinks the kids are nowhere close to the home. She insinuated that the stepdad was suspect or suspicious. We know that there's like a war between both families since the first day of the disappearance. We know that there was a fight, that the mother, she left the town. I think she was expulsed by the family of the stepdad of Daniel from the property. To me, that's really weird, because I know that in this type of cases, when you have the disappearance of one child or two children, let's say, over time, that situation is so hard that people get divorced, they separate, but it's unusual that that situation happened right the first day of the disappearance. So to me, this is really weird. Something is going on between the families. I don't know if the problem is in the mother's side or in the stepdad side. But to me, it's really weird. I don't understand. I don't know, guys, you in the chat, if you can comment about that. But they broke like right away. So something is not going well there inside that family. I don't know what to think about the dad, about the stepdad, about Daniel. When I listen to him talking, sometimes I think he's kind of clean because he says, I'm the only one here showing my face, I'm the only one pushing for the search being ongoing. I offered to take a polygraph. At least she's not hiding, you know what I mean? And I don't know if this is because he's innocent. He looks very tired. I imagine that the guy is not sleeping at all. He's helping with the search. I can see that he's losing weight day after day. I'm not saying that because of that he's innocent or not, but at least he shows some signs of trying to help with the case. But or maybe he's just cheating the public or law enforcement, but it's hard to say. I don't know. I don't know what to think. At least he's talking. He's going to the media, to the news, telling his side of the story, offering to take a polygraph. So I don't know, guys. He said, just give me 1 second. Tonight is gonna be kind of short and sweet, guys, because or maybe we can brainstorm together. It's a really very interesting development. And I said, no school on Wednesday. It's reported the mother kept them out of school the next day because Lily was feeling ill, sore throat. Yeah, and if she was sick, why is being said today by the police that the children were being observed or they were seen in public the day before? So they were not that sick, or that day they were already feeling better. They don't say who was the family member with the children, so still a mystery here. And he said, I don't know if both kids rode the school bus. Jack is only 4. Surely he didn't ride the bus to nursery school. Yeah, very interesting. Cryptics, I sent you that video. Yes, I saw that. Thank you, Annalise, but I didn't have any time to look into that. I think it is Biodot mother who said the mom was a great mother. Then she moved away with the new fellow and she cut off family connection. Oh, maybe there are drugs involved there in the whole situation. I don't know. Hard to say. What do you think, guys, about that? But I don't know. I don't know what to think. Sometimes that's the parents of a girl, they love more the husband than their own daughter for some reason, and it happened to me. When I had another girlfriends before, their parents, her parents, sorry, they love me, and I don't know, and just forget about that. I didn't say anything. Michelle. Hi Mar, hi Anna, hi everybody. Okay, Michelle. I think she said the law enforcement should interrogate the parents until one of them cracks. Interrogate him, right? Yeah, and they should be interrogated in separate rooms, and maybe they're gonna find interesting inconsistencies. So, Nana Boomer saying hello to our small crew tonight. Annalisette, Mar, Michelle. Small crew, but very important crew. Annalisette, apparently the stepfather's home base, his family, is there in Nova Scotia. And after Jack and Lily and their mother moved there, they didn't have contact with other family except possibly with the mother. Yeah, the area is already very isolated, and if you don't have any contact with your family, imagine there is still more isolation there. Or maybe there was a fight between the mother and her family, and she didn't want to talk to her family. I don't know what was the situation there. Hard to say. And I said, what are the school guidelines on illness at this time? At least official guidelines say adults should stay home from work if they are sick because of contagion. Maybe schools are the same. I really don't know. I have no idea. It's a good question. Big fishy, small pond. So Fishy was the one who corrected me yesterday, and she was right. Actually, apparently the children they took their boots to go outside to walk outside. If that was the case, I misunderstood the statement at the beginning. I thought that the boots were found next to the sliding door, but it's my bad. So thank you, Fishy, for the correction. I was reading today about the case, and you were right. That was what happened apparently. Iwata is here. Iwata, what do you think about this? Please let us know in the comments. And said, I cannot remember who said what. I think the former mother-in-law calmly answered the questions. An aunt or similar made some harsh comments. Interesting. And I don't know, guys. I think it's very unlikely that the children were walking into that forest. I don't know. Imagine yourself walking into that wooden area with normal clothes. You're gonna have some branches hurting you. It's not gonna be very comfortable. So I don't see the children going so far into the woods. Of course, there's a possibility that if they wanted to come back, they got lost. But I don't know. To me, let me show again the picture here. Yeah, I don't know if you can see the picture. I think so. Let me increase the whole picture here. So look at this. Is the house is not that far from this street. This street is called the Garwich Street. I forgot exactly the name. And today, law enforcement they are asking to the public to supply some video footage from dash cams or any type of available video that was taken in this in the surrounding areas of this street, right? So that may be an indication that the law enforcement is looking for some vehicle, some car that near to this house. Remember, from the mobile house to the street, we are talking of just 50 meters. So look at the size of the cars. So the distance is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 cars, around about 6 cars in line. You know, it's nothing. So I can see the children walking from the mobile house to the street here, to this kind of highway. Let's say it's a street, it's not a highway, but let's say like in the middle. So if they were walking this way, there was a car here, that could be an indication of an abduction. Of course, at this time, most likely, in my opinion, the family is involved somehow, or at least someone close to the family. But we cannot discard adoption from a stranger. Again, the children walking into this into this wooden area with those clothes, they are gonna feel hungry, cold. It's not an easy terrain to walk into. So I don't see the children walking here at all. I don't think they were there. To me, something happened in the mobile house, or the other option is that they actually walked this path, this small mini street, if you can, I don't know what's the word in English for this passage, let's say, entry. And then someone happened. If a car stopped here right at the intersection, and sometimes the children are nice, and they're gonna offer, not offer, but they're gonna enter easily into a car just because they are children and innocent. So I don't know what to think at this point. Let me go back a little bit to the chat here. Nana Boomer, Hansel and Gretel. Yeah, it's like a Hansel and Gretel situation here. Hiawatha. I'm just turning in, but I hear the mother's mom made a statement on another creator show. Also, the aunt, sister of mother, typed some pretty bad allegations on X. Yeah. Big fish, small pond. It's completely surrounded by woods. Yeah, this is just like in the middle of nowhere. It's incredible. I wouldn't be able to live in this type of area. It's big isolation. Maybe it's cool to have like a chalet there to pass your weekend, but to live there, and the whole town is only 450 people. Like it's a ghost town. It's nothing. And I said, it's a crying shame, the channel. Yeah. Oh, Lini is here. How are you, Lini? So, hi all. Interesting found Daniel, the stepdad, on YouTube platform today. He was into Pokemon cards. Oh, if you search Daniel Martel Pokemon, you can find his channel if interested. Really, I didn't know that. That was 5 years ago. So what do you mean by that? That maybe the children were chasing Pokemons, something like that. I'm trying to make a connection. It's an interesting information. But what do you think? That the children were chasing or looking for Pokemons outside? I don't know. How does it work? And I said, these people have all the spellings for their names, and I haven't memorized the spellings, so I'm fumbling with descriptions. And I said, apparently Jack and Lily's mom has an attorney. She has the youngest child, Mido, with her, and she is at her mom's. Really? I don't know that. It was not in the custody of a CPS agent or something like that, in a CPS building. Okay, so now the youngest child is with her. If that's the case, I think that's good for the baby, of course. According to the family member, Lily's mother was told to take the baby and go to her mother's, or CPS would take the baby. No further explanation. Okay. Okay, I thought that the baby was at the CPS. Okay, understand now. So Lini, lol, no, I'm just interesting to hear him is all. Nothing to do with Pokemon, just insight into him as a person. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. Okay, I thought we were talking about the children chasing Pokemon outside. All right. What? That's what I remember from the beginning. Thanks. Yes, thank you, Anna. You are always correcting the information here, which is great. So, what do you think about the fact that the gap was reduced from 3 days to some hours now? If something happened to the children, the parents, they're not gonna have any. Well, they're not gonna have the same amount of time to take rid of to get rid of the children, or I don't know. Of course, there's still a possibility, but I think the whole game changed here. And I said, what if Lily planned to catch the bus and go to school? Parents' story is that the kids were up and playing. Lily came to their mom room, but they wanted to sleep longer. An hour later, they noticed silence. This is a very interesting theory. Maybe it was like a reflex from the children, like, okay, today we have to go to the school. Let's take our backpack. And they walked to that highway to wait for the bus, and maybe someone kidnapped the children. Yeah. This is a very interesting theory. Analyze it, actually. It's not far-fetched, in my opinion. It's a really, really interesting theory. High water. My opinion is not a kind one, but it's a popular one. What is your opinion on high water? Tell us what is your opinion. It's not the birds, right? Lini, Anna, that's what I thought initially. Parents won't get up. Let's go to school, Jack. But it was raining heavy that day. They wouldn't have needed a coat as well. Yeah, but still, it's an interesting theory. Anna, why wouldn't the parents just tell law enforcement that? Yeah, we'll have need codes, of course. I don't know. It's an interesting theory, seriously. I think that law enforcement is into something. They have more information that they are actually releasing. The information they released today is actually a very, very interesting info. So maybe they know something, and I don't know. And they were asking today for additional videos. So that means that they have already some videos. They are asking for additional videos. They are asking to the public for additional videos. So they have material already. Analyze it. I want to tell law enforcement what? Only theorizing that maybe the kids trying to go to school. Official stories kids were playing, then go, yeah, understand your point. So let me see what do we have here, guys. Just 1 second. Yeah, I wanted to show you this. So I don't know if you know this website. The name is Case Files for Missing and Endangered, and they are covering the case of those children from Nova Scotia, Lily and Jack. And the information is awesome. They have a very detailed timeline from the day the bus driver dropped the kids at home after school, and until today, and with sources, so you can what is the source of that information, and that's gonna send you to the RCPM official page. So everything they are providing here as an information, it's supported with the source. So it's a very reliable website. It's really, really interesting. So we have day by day the whole timeline, what happened, real tech-assisted search, CPIS involvement, Martel's statement, everything is there. It's just I need a little bit of time to read the whole. It's not so long actually, and it's very interesting. But just to let you know, guys, that great website. I love it. Coming back to the chat here, guys. Iwata, tell them that Lily wanted to go to school, but they fell back asleep. What they don't know that. What Annalisette is saying is that maybe that's what the children were thinking, to go to school, but not that the parents knew that. Let me go here. My cursor is acting weird. It hasn't been said what Lily wanted when she went to her parents' room. Many people say that might be valuable information, of course. Annalisette, I think if parents thought the kids went out to catch the school bus, they would have said as much as it is they are clueless. Iwata, Anna, so you don't think law enforcement asked parents what Lily wanted? We don't know, but maybe they do. Yeah, of course they do. They have too much information that is still in the hands of the investigators. They are not gonna release that information to the public. So I just wanted to stay a little bit here with you guys to talk about the news, the new development, and I'm gonna end the streaming here. I have to work a little bit. I have to prepare a report for tomorrow. Life is life. So see you guys. Thank you so much, and let's put our brains in motion. Maybe we can talk tomorrow a little bit more. See you. Thank you for your presence. Annalisette, Mar, Iwata, Lily, Lini, sorry. Who else was here? I think Fishy showed up, Luis Cuevas a little bit, Michelle. So thank you guys. See you tomorrow maybe. Bye bye. Appreciate your presence. It was fun. Ciao.